Hello friends, so today in this video I'm going to talk to you all about this flowering plant which is known as pansy. So you can see this flower, very beautiful looking flower and it comes in varieties of colors. It looks like almost like a butterfly, isn't it? So today I will talk to you about this plant and how to care this plant, whatever I know. So pansies are from the family of Violaceae. So another variety comes of pansy that comes in very small flowers, not this much, means not as big as this one, and I think that one is of 3 petals. So that is known as viola. That is also a pansy, but that is known as viola, and this is pansy. So it comes in different shades and different patterns. You will see in one plant only, means means what to say. Uh, if you go to a nursery, in the one stalk you will see varieties of colors in of this pansy. If you have want to buy this plant, you can go to the nursery still now and buy this size plant, means with the bloom, and it will bloom up till March April. So very wonderful looking plant, and it is ideal for hanging baskets as well as for ground pots. And it is also a very good ground cover, because if you put pansies in some locations, some inches gap, then it will cover that whole area with beautiful colors of this, and this one flower remains in the plant for about 5 to 6 days, I think. So very beautiful flower. At first the flower becomes small like this, and as the day passes by, the flower grows into bigger blooms like this. So I have different plants I'm showing you. So this is a rotating planter, you can see. So here I have another color, you can see. So today I'm going to tell you about the soil mix. So pansy likes a well drained, porous, but always moisture retaining soil. Means it always requires some amount of moisture in its soil. If you let the soil dry out, your plant will not do very well. You will not get your desired amount of flowers, and the plant will not grow. I have proof on that also, because another planter, you can see this one, there was also a pansy. So the in this pot the soil dries out very quickly, because it is a hanging basket, and from the sides the water goes out, how much water I add. So I do not get time to water my plants all the time. So one time I add, and the alternate day I again water all my plants. But by that time that spot dries out, and totally dries out. And this is the plant now. You can see now I have planted it in a separate pot, and it always retains moisture, and now it is have started to grow. So that is how I have cared my plants. Means this thing you have to experience on the basis of yours, because some things you cannot learn by only seeing videos or learning books or something like that, isn't it? So it's gardening is all about your experiences. So now let's talk about the potting mix ratio. So I have used two kind of potting mix for pansies. Okay, so first I'm going to tell you this one. This is a very as means what to say, as I tell you, for all my pots, 40% garden soil, 40% organic compost, and 20% sand. So it makes a very well drained potting soil. You can see I'm just piercing it out, and it is going. So here I have one porcelain. I do not want to disturb this one. So this is for the summer, and here I have this. You can see this is the potting mix. It is moist, you can see. So this is how your potting mix should be. And another thing I want to share with you, that this one is of another kind of potting mix, this one. So for this, actually what I have done, the day I have bought this pansies, these seedlings of this pansy. That day only I have prepared the soil for my tulips. So I have used the tulip plotting mix for this one. So tulip, I will means if I get the flower, I will share the video on how I have planted the bulbs. So this one is of tulip, and you can see this one. This is the potting mix. So I'm telling you what is it having, means what is the content, and it is doing really well, isn't it? You can see this. So you can see the growth comparison between this one and this one. Can you see? So I think that one is growing very well than this one. And here I have another one. You can see this is also in that tulip potting mix. So you can see this is how the potting mix. And since it is containing cocoa peat, it is always moist. So in that tulip potting mix, what I have done, I have used some spices like cinnamon and some cinnamon and pepper, black pepper powder, and something like that. And there I have used some and the ratio was like 50% of cocoa peat and 50% of my leaf compost. No vermi compost, no cow dung compost, only leaf compost. So I have used that potting mix for my tulips, and that only I have added to this one. So that one, not this one. This one is normal. So I think that both are doing well, isn't it? This is also doing well. But I am sure in comparison with this one, I think this one is very good because it is giving new shoots from every side. So I'm showing you another plants also. So here I have a row of pansies, as you can see, and this is the flower, and there is flower also. I'm showing you, telling you why no, you cannot see flowers in these. So this one have bloomed, and this one is bloomed. This one will be the first bloom of this plant, and that one have not yet bloomed, but there are buds. I can see that. Now let's talk about the soil water. So for the soil, I've told you the soil should always remain moist, and for the water, I will tell you to check the potting mix. If you feel that the soil is moist, then means if you see the top layer of the soil dries out, then only you can add water to this. Because the top layer dries out, that doesn't mean that all the soil dried out. As soon as the top layer of the soil dries out, add water immediately. So that will help in retaining moisture and preventing your soil to be soggy by overwatering. Overwatering will lead to death of these plants. Now let's talk about the sunlight. Pansies do not like full sunlight. Do not keep pansies in full sunlight. They love 2 to 3 hours max sunlight, and that is also from the morning sun and evening sun. I have kept this plant just beyond this scenery area. You can see now it is evening. It is, I think, 3:30 in the noon, and you can see the leaves of this scenery area. It is also giving a shade. So this is a shade loving plant, not a direct sun loving plant. Here also it does not get the full sunlight of the scorching heat of the sun. It also gets shade because of the mango tree you can see over here, and these are all the shade loving plants that I have kept over here. You can see this. So along with this, there is fancy. There is poppy and begonia also. So here I have the poppy. The next important step is to deadhead the flowers. So what is deadheading? You know that removal of dead flowers. So as you can see, this is still alive. But tomorrow the flower will dry out. So tomorrow I will, as today only to show you. This will stay for another day, but to show you only, I'm telling you, you have to cut it from here like this. So what we'll do here, inside this flower there is a seed pod. So if you do not pick this flower, the plant will give all its energy to make the seed to the seed pod to make the seeds. So we do not want seeds now. We will because I will collect seeds from pansies also, but not now. I want the flowers for now. I want the flowers. So I will what to say. Now I will deadhead the plants, and whenever I will feel that now it's time to for me to keep the flowers, I will make a video and I will also inform you to keep the flowers from them to take the seeds. So I think at the end of February I will tell that. So not now, because this is the flowering season of these plants. These will grow now and these will bloom their best. So make sure to do this kind of work. These plants do not require very much fertilizer, so you do not require very much amount of fertilizer to this one. But yes, when you are preparing the potting mix, you should mix rich organic fertilizer to it. You can add vermicompost, cow dung compost, leaf compost, whatever you have. You can make a mixture of everything and make one portion, two things make one portion, and like that. But these plants do not require a ton of fertilizer. Liquid fertilizer you can add. I have added to all my plants. I have told you yesterday only. I have made a video on how to add this fertilizer to your plants and see what happens. So you will see. I will give you an update about that video, and you will see. You can see this one, very healthy plants. All my plants, because that is also a insect repellent. You can say that. So very nice fertilizer that one is. So you can add that also. I have a playlist in my channel on liquid fertilizer. You can search that and go, see all my videos over there, and you can see the poppies and other things. And if you do like this, your plants will do great, I'm telling you. And you do not need to add any chemicals like that. Nothing is required, because pansy are very easy to grow and maintain plants. Another thing I will share with you, that is, do not give a very large pot to your pansies. Okay, pansies do not means the roots of the pansies do not go very deep. So do not give. Now you will tell me that I have given a very large pot to this one. So you can see this is. But what I wanted is that this plants is in a row. You can see. So the roots will overlap with each other, obviously, and now they will give. Means they will get a chance to compete with each other. Means that then what will do to survive the means to make their survival better, the plants will draw their roots to another side. So like this, the plant will hold the soil, means will develop the roots faster. So I have given this kind of pattern. So I have and you can see it is doing well, isn't it? So, and you will see that some algae have formed. So that is not the algae, means that is algae, means how it had formed. Actually, what I add to my plants, that is the from the water plants, so water garden. So their algae have formed. You have already seen that, and if there is water, there will be algae. So I prefer adding that algae to my plants also, because that is very rich in nitrogen, and that is very good liquid fertilizer also by itself only. So I add that also to my plants, and that have stayed over here, and you can see this greenish portion. So in many of the plants, so this will go if I scrap the soil with something. So I do not get time usually for that. So okay, that is not any big issue. So if you like this video, give it a like, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question regarding this plant, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching this. And before going, also I want to show you something, share with you all. So this is the plant you can see of hanging garden. You can see these are also hanging, because this is not hanged with rope, but the planters are itself hanging. So they are doing great. And here is some very beautiful looking hibiscus. Here I have the dahlias. This is an update, you can say, but see the blooms and the birds. Can you see? So make sure to watch my videos, and I will, whenever I make a video, I always give an update and try to keep you all updated with my garden also. So make sure to subscribe, and I'm sure that this area will look very beautiful within some days. And this one is another beauty, isn't it, by itself? I'm giving you a walk throughout the whole area, and very small area. It is not a very big area. This is a terrace garden after all. And this is a rose. You can see the bloom in my hand, and you can imagine the size, I think. So this is a dwarf variety of dog flower. So it had not grown very much, but you can see this one and that one and that one and that one, all are doing great. So okay, I will see you all in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching.